Bradshaw, man. I really don't know baseball.
Joe, this is easy. Baseball never lacks for storylines.
If there was one thing that defined this decade of baseball, it would be two words: home runs. Theories on the home run binge range from a launch angle revolution to juice balls. Regardless, the long ball has reigned supreme. But it also was a decade of rivalries, both old and new. Let's start with the easy one, the Yankees and Red Sox. Boston won 2 more titles while their bitter rivals didn't get on the board. But leading into the next decade, both teams have big names that will continue to write more chapters in baseball's biggest rivalry. Out west, it was a similar story between the Dodgers and Giants. San Fran won 3 titles and were the story in the early part of the decade. The Dodgers spent a lot of money but left the decade with nothing but division titles. There were even rivalries between players. Well, with one player. Mike Trout burst onto the scene, and every year it seems like someone is competing with him for who's the best hitter in baseball. It began with Miguel Cabrera's Triple Crown chases, then onto another young star in Bryce Harper, onto Mookie Betts. But through it all, Trout has remained the constant, looking like one of the best ever. His lack of playoff success, though, is his only blemish. The Kansas City Royals were the outlier of the decade, winning a championship with contact hitting and defense. Their incredible run was unparalleled, except for one. The long-suffering Chicago Cubs fan base finally saw their team bring home a championship, but it didn't come easy.
It's 2-2. Davis to left and will hit. Oh my! It's gone! Santa Maria!
But in the end, they ended the longest of droughts, but have yet to recapture the same magic. The Houston Astros tore it down and built themselves all the way back to look like one of the next great dynasties. But it's not without a large deal of controversy, as a cheating scandal threatens to ruin the reputation headed into the next decade. While baseball is continuing to change, the most positive one has been the evolution of the young stars that will carry the league into the next generation. Aaron Judge broke the rookie home run record, only to see it broken 2 years later from a rookie in the same city. Baseball is a sport that never lacks for intrigue and storylines, and this past decade was no exception.